Governor-General Camilo Polaguera to take charge of all arrangements for the execution of the condemned prisoner with the death sentence.
Ordered by the Governor, Rizal will be sent to Bagumbayan for the execution. He then will be shot at the back by the firing squad tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So ordered.
At 7 a.m., an hour after the reading of the death sentence, Rizal was moved to the prison chapel where he spent his last moments.
Spend your last hour here, coward.
His first visitor was Father Miguel Sodera Mata, rector of the Ateneo Municipal.
You've done well to thy country. You fought to seek justice and fair for the welfare of thy people. Even death awaits you. You are indeed a mighty one.
Father, my conscience is clean. I am not afraid to die, neither to face the cruelty of life, because I have done nothing wrong but good to my fatherland.
Thy people will always remember you. Before I go, accept my greeting as a deep pride for you. God has seen your deeds, and you will be surely rewarded.
Adios, Padre.
After which, Father Severo leaves. At 7:15 a.m., Father Luis Visa, Jesuit preacher, arrives.
Father, you have forgotten something that you told me to make.
I guess that's one of the reasons why I visit you here.
Father, please take a seat first.
Father Visa gave the statuette of the Holy Family, which he had carved with his penknife as an Ateneo student.
Gracias, Padre. Gracias.
Father Antonio Rosel arrives to relieve Father Visa.
Buenos días, Padre.
Buenos días.
Hold my class, amigo. Please take a seat first. Please, dine with me.
Gracias.
They have their conversation during their breakfast. And after breakfast, Lieutenant Luis Sabiel de Andrade resolved the defense counsel case.
Amiga, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Please, take a seat. Your gallant service means a lot to me. I can't repay your goodness.
Don't worry too much. That's my duty. You have done best. You have been a pillar to your fellow men. Your deeds are really a great service to thy country.
After their conversation, the three visitors decided to leave Rizal.
Adios. Adios. Adios, Padre.
And at 9 a.m., Father Federico Cora arrives.
Buenos días, Padre. Please, take a seat.
I know it's really hard for you to leave. Did you remember what you told me? That you're not leaving me to death? But somehow, it has revealed a discovered truth and has saved millions of lives.
Padre, time has come to let the Filipinos be warned for the injustices committed by the travelers to our island.
Your name honored above.
Adios, Padre.
After their heartfelt conversation, Father Federico Paura left Rizal. Then, at 10 a.m., Father Jose Villaclara, Rizal's teacher at the Ateneo, and Vicente Balaguer, Jesuit missionary in Dapitan, who had befriended Rizal during the latter's exile, visited the heroes.
Padre, buenos dias. Buenos dias, Padre. Please, take a seat.
Rizal, I can't believe you will be punished to death. But I know you have done nothing wrong. I have read your novels. It's really magnificent. You prove right about injustice and longevity, and I salute you for your bravery.
Father, if that is the only thing to free the slave nation, then let it be.
After the two fathers came the Spanish journalist, Santiago Matay. He was the person who interviewed Rizal for his newspaper, El Heraldo de Madrid.
Amigo, buenos dias. Please, take a seat.
It's nice, however frustrating to meet you once again. I have heard about what happened, and I rapidly come to see you.
I appreciate your effort. I am well pleased that you all came.
We are happy that you're glad. Please take this gift. I think you should take your rest for now, Padre. They're my nights. It's time for us to leave.
At that time, 12 a.m., noon time,
Yes, I mean.
the fathers and Matay decided to leave. 3:30 p.m., Rizal was left alone in his cell. During this time, he is not strictly watched by the guards, so he was busy writing, and he finished his farewell poem, Mi Ultimo Adios. He hid it inside his alcohol cooking stove, which was given to him as a gift by Paz Pardo de Tavera, wife of Juan Luna, during his visit to Paris in 1890. At 3:30 p.m., Father Balaguer returned to Fort Santiago and discussed with Rizal about his rejection of the anti-Catholic ideas in his writings and membership in Masonry.
Buenos dias, Padre. Please take a seat first.
The friars that Jesus grew to you, my son. You should stop your Freemasonry against them. They have bigger offense than you, son.
Father, you know, they're only using the Catholic religion as their shield to entrench themselves from power and wealth. And to comfort me, I should say that they are not dedicated as church friars due to their immorality.
So, aren't you going to stop your Freemasonry against them?
No, Father, I won't. This is my last and only weapon to fight them. Time will come, the Filipinos will realize everything.
I understand you, son. I will help you about this matter.
Gracias, Padre. Adios.
Father Balaguer left.